Hello everyone, my name is Fonian and welcome back to another episode of Random Indie Game. So today we're playing Game Director Story, which is a game about being a game director and trying to strike a balance between a lot of things like your team's health, the teamwork aspect into it, the quality of the game, the money that you have in your studio, etc, etc. So that's a lot of things. In essence, this is a game about managing a team to make a game. So you need to make some hard decisions here and there depending on what resources that you have. So, a little bit of a history. So last year, I'm actually a part of an internship in a small indie game developers in a city near me. And I've learned a lot of things about game directing myself because I am basically a producer of a certain project. Yeah, as you may have known, that game development is kind of hard. And one of many things that I would like to implement here is the concept that your team is actually valuable. And I will not going to sell my team to work overtime just to rush a game. So yeah, that's one thing that I learned not to do. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so this is how this setup works. So there is this chat window over here. So in real world, we actually use Discord for this kind of like a dev chat. Now over here on the bottom side of the screen, you may see that there are 5 resources that we need to manage. This is the time of the day. So the game itself actually pauses when you're not talking or like waiting for chats to pop up in this window. So from time to time, there will be some chats coming in from your team leader, from other groups, from your publisher, and you need to basically manage them all. And each of them actually have like a patience meter, so you need to answer them quickly or you will take a hit on your team resources. So without further ado, let's just start. Hello world! So this is me, by the way, as of now. So this is our audio lead. Her name is Tala, and see, this is why you're the money back manager. No originality. She said this laughingly, I'm sure. Of course! Can you believe this? I have an office! I can put my name on the door! We make games for a living! Oh, it's actually quite risky. We also have teams we're responsible for. Speak for yourself. Who? Me? I'm not bitter. I didn't forget. Why else would I do years of bullshit contract work if not for someday or to run my posse of underlings? To cultivate their growth and development as individuals and professionals? Boring. Agreed, not really punk pro enough. I mean, we are sellouts. What do you mean sellouts? Sorry, boss. Okay, I want to tell you something, guys. Listen, I'm proud of you. All of you. We got this far, a publisher, an office, a great concept, and a kick-ass team to put it all together. The rest is smooth sailing, right? It's not. It's not. Here's the thing though. In game development, no plan survives the first contact. Hell yeah! I can see the 9.5s rolling in a row, which I think refers to the rating. Best new mechanic of the year! Where do we lose the 0.5? Usually it's in the polish. Polish? Gotta lose points somewhere. It's not like we have extensive QA, which is a quality assurance. But after our rollicking success, we'll be able to afford 1,000 grunts. I mean, QA professionals. Okay, so here we have new chats coming in from other people. I think I'm going to switch conversation. Actually, the conversation is already done. Alright. So, yeah, live to dream. Gonna go ahead and make a note to keep Phil away from HR. Agreed? Agreed. Okay. Alright, so because this conversation is already finished, we're just going to go ahead and close the conversation, and we are going to start a chat with our technical director. Quick update from our programming meeting. I've been orienting everyone to the source code, documentation, you know the spiel, and a request on how you like to be involved. Well, a good practice for producers is to involve themselves in every meeting. So yeah, I'd like to sit on the next one. Yeah, I'd like to know everything that's going on. Don't hesitate to consult me, okay? Especially if it's related to money. Alright, sure thing. Should I consult you on what I'm having lunch to? Okay, not everything, but I cannot be completely isolated in my ivory tower of publisher relations. Well, I hear you, but I'll be making the calls in front of the team, okay? Yeah, of course. If you have any questions, talk to me privately. I need you to trust me. Of course, trust is actually pretty important. Alright, we got other people coming in. Philip, the art director. I'm producing assets at a rate unprecedented by the creatures of land and sea. I'm in tune with the universe. And you're in the team? Legitimacy makes it all much easier, doesn't it? How was your first team meeting? Oh, you know, short. They know what's left to do. But I want them to handle their own horses. Always hate it when the boss was breathing down our neck. Oh yeah? Speaking of, I need a roadmap at the end of the week. Talk it over with them, okay? Sure. Right. Audio lead. Hey, Owlis. Cool office, eh? Oh, me? Well, now that you mention it, I'm doing great. Just killing it in my closet. Oh. How is your studio setup? Good. I mean, most of the stuff's just mine. I can't help feeling I'm only here because I was already on the team. Because I was, you know, your friend. Whoa. You're here because we need you, okay? The sooner we weave the sound and gameplay with everything, the more coherent our game will be in the end. Everything in harmony. I can't believe I just typed that. Oh. You can be as cheesy as you want, just don't doubt why you're here. Yeah, it's actually a bad thing. It's actually like one of those things that I kind of noticed from all artists. Basically, they have those certain levels of imposter syndrome. Basically, they think themselves like they're lesser than their peers. And that's not a good thought to have. Alright, Jerry is our IT guy. Okay. Hey, I'm Jerry, but you can call me IT Jerry. They all do. Just getting your network set up today. Oh, what kind of connectivity will we have? You should be able to push updates from here and access the publisher internet. I can lay the groundwork so satellite teams will be able to access your builds if you want. I mean, I don't know if that's actually a good idea though. Leaks does tend to happen, so yeah, probably a good idea. Sure. We don't have any external help doing at the moment, but you never know. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, no problem. You can trust and believe in old IT Jerry. Nice. Alright, so this is a big guy over here. Alright, so how are you setting in? The office is great, thank you. We're just establishing the new team dynamics. I understand. It was just 4 of you for so long, but you're worth investing in, and I'm glad folks here trust me on that. Yeah, we've come a long way. You used to be so intimidating. Show up with your boss, your big wigs and fancy clothes. We know we were asking you to take a risk. It's a risk to be doing any of this. Financial, personal, one of my coworkers got fired last week. Wow. Wait, ignore that. I'm still getting used to IMs. Too casual. Yeah, you can trust me, yeah. Building trust with the publisher is actually really important, otherwise your game will not get published. But all trust goes off the window when you're starting to discuss the contracts, so yeah. I'm not going to narc on you, Capri. It's okay to talk about what's going on if you want to. One of my coworkers was fired because her boss was being inappropriate with her. Oh boy. And she had the audacity to complain about it. Of course, he got away with a performance review and pat on the back. Oh, that's awful. Let me know if anything happens to you. Maybe we can band together. That's really kind, Alice. Thank you. Alright, so we don't have any more dev chat coming in, so we are just gonna go ahead and go home at 6 o'clock. Which is actually the same amount of time that I went home in my internship. Alright. So next day. So how was everybody's first day as an avatar of pure interactive creativity? This is a job, Phil. It's like any other job. You don't really believe that, do you? Getting swept in the magic is the best way to get taken advantage of. That's actually true. But you care about the work? I wouldn't be here by then. Why are we talking about me? I'm doing great, by the way. Sitting in the studio, completely alone, trying to generate moving art for something that hasn't even taken full form, and make it catchy. Man, maybe your job is harder than mine. Ah, that can't be big. That can't be true. It's the children who are wrong. Well, we work really hard to get here. I don't actually believe in luck, on sort of things like this. Well, of course, there is some luck involved, but Usually, like, big things only come to you when you work on it, right? So yeah, we work really hard to get here. Yeah, we work our butts off for this. We deserve a victory, or, you know, just a moment to appreciate what we did. We made it. And no matter what happens to the rest of our lives, we'll always be able to return to this. At least this. No more basement. You know what? We did work hard for this. Let's go! Oh! Alright, so, okay, that's the early morning conversations. Usually a lot of things. Alright, what do you have for me, Molly? We gotta talk about the theme sing, Alice. Yeah, sure. You know, I was only ever in charge of a few folks at once, right? Our team isn't exactly known for their leadership experience. Philip told me he was assistant manager at Duke Mouse Funorama once, for 3 months, but still, do you want me to sign you up for a course or something? I think we need practice. As people, as a studio, we need to make sure we're all on the same page. So, I'm thinking, daily stand-ups, studio-wide, it's tried and true. Plus, it looks great if anyone does a feature on us someday. Ooh, okay. So, a course for the entire studio. It's always worth it, I think. Yeah, let's do it. So you may notice that whenever I hover over these like decisions, there's like a flashing color on the resources on the bottom. That is basically to preview what will happen when this happens. So yeah, I guess I don't know what happens to the team though. Usually teams are actually really excited on getting some kind of training. So yeah, let's do it. It'll be a challenge for Tala and Philip. They're used to showing up late and working into evening. Trust me, it'll help keep us marching together. Conquering in the nation! Alright. Yeah, but we put everything into the hope that people choose to support our dream instead of somebody else. Oh man, you're taking all the fun of conquering. Yeah, imagine that. Alright. Okay, so art director, Philip. Boss, I have snatched up an idea from the other. It came to me fully formed in a dream. It'll be the best game of all time. Yeah, okay, this sort of thing actually happens from time to time. So, game designers are creative people, no doubt about it. But the ideas in their head keeps popping up every minute, it feels like. So sometimes they kind of like want to propose some kind of new game design documents from time to time. And usually that is good, because you want to have a lot of ideas on what games you want to create, right, as a studio, because you need to keep chasing the trends. But at the same time, if you have some projects that is currently running and you're proposing like new ideas into it, it's going to split up the attention spans, and it's going to hurt us in the long run. So we have to stay focused. Bill, you know, we've got to stay focused. We have deadlines, even just the ones we set for ourselves. I'm not asking anyone to change directions. Just let me work on design docs, maybe a little art, and I'll pitch it for the publisher as our next project when we're done this one. Save us some prep pro time. Please, just 2 hours a day. So prep pro time means pre-production time, which is basically a stage in the game where we actually need to figure out the design, and then basically at the barest minimum we try to test if this game actually worth making. But this is going to eat up on the time he spent to develop our current project. So alright, 1 hour I guess. 1 hour, because if I say 2 hours you'll make it 3. You know what? I'll take it! I'll let you know when I have something pitchable. You won't regret this, boss! Alright. And actually, from what I learned, if you try to block their creativity and basically deny them the chance to explore their ideas, it's going to burn them up really quickly. Alright, technical director, Molly. You know we went to school together? Who? You, Philip, and me? Yeah, and Philip know Tala through some music thing. What about it? Well, I'm not sure they ever really left. They're doing the startup thing. Phil is shooting a Nerf gun across our office. Oh boy, is this like a common thing to shoot like a Nerf gun in the office? So back in my internship, our office has like an open office layout, right? So all of the teams basically exist in one big room, and we basically just split them up in tables. Shooting Nerf guns is actually a thing that they do from time to time, especially because like everyone just using headsets, so people cannot hear other people requesting something except when you just like walk to them. So sometimes other members of the group will just going to shoot the Nerf gun at the guy they're trying to talk about to snap them from their headphones. Because again, if you're working in the office with a lot of people 8 hours a day, well, you can like Spotify or like YouTube music are just always playing in the background, right? Yeah, I don't want to crack them down because it's going to destroy the morale of the team really easily. And it's actually going to increase our PR as well, because people like to see indie games as kind of like a little family instead of like the big AAA corporate company. So yeah, the startup thing isn't all that bad. You're right, we have to do something. Liz, no, you cannot join them. Put the trash can shield down. You aren't seriously making paper airplanes? Ah, heck it. Hand me some paper, I'll show you real aerodynamics. Oh boy. Alright, we got 2 of our teams here, so oh, it's a publisher. Listen, Olis, I have something I really don't want to tell you, but I'm getting some pressure from the powers that be. Okay, that's not a good conversation to start. Okay, yeah, give me the good news, Les. I'm not sure there is a good news this time. So, another studio folded, and there's a trailer slot open in their E3 showcase. They're looking for a flashy indie trailer. Single take, no cuts gameplay, if at all possible. We barely have the main character solved, let alone a decent environment to put them in. E3 is 2 weeks away. I'm sorry, Oles. The audience loves it when they support an up-and-comer. Oh, support an upcomer. Yeah, there is a reason why usually game announcements only happen like midway through development, because you want your products to be ready to be viewed into the public. You don't want publics to see basically placeholders blocks as players, right? So yeah, let's talk how. Yeah, let's talk how. We might be able to provide some extra resources. Let me know what you need, and I'll advocate for you. Thank you, Capri. Can you walk me through your thinking? Yeah, it will be tough for us. Okay, let's see. To get the gameplay working sooner, we might need to cut some of the ideas that got us here in the first place. And the team, well, will be pulling serious overtime. I don't like overtime. We could also do a teaser trailer, something snazzy, clips of environments, music, some moving characters if we can possibly swing it. Something to showcase the tons of what we're doing. I hear you. Neither is ideal. Getting features captured in gameplay will mean a lot, but I could try sell them the teaser. Just tell me, what do you think we can actually finish? I don't want to push my team to a overtime, especially, well, at all actually. So let's just do a teaser. Let's just do a teaser. The game is not ready, so we can do gameplay, but the teaser could still fill the slot and get people excited. Well, if that's what you can do, that's what they'll get. I know this was a big ask. I really respect that you're standing up for your team. Something that producers sometimes forget. I don't like that. I don't like sacrificing our team just to get the products ready like that. It's you all heard about Cyberpunk, right? So that's one of the many bad implementations of overtime, and I don't like that. All right, we got our art director for the last chat today, I think. A quick question on behalf of my team. What do the programmers have the best view when it's artists who require inspiration from the great outdoors? Oh boy, sitting arrangements. Basically, this guy asked to be in front of the window instead of the programmers. I mean, yeah, you could talk to Molly about it. Yes, thanks boss, you're the best. Alright, so we just need to wait until 6 p.m. and we're just gonna go ahead and go home. Alright, new day. Hey guys, news from publisher. They wanted us to do gameplay for E3. What? Don't worry, I pushed back and we compromised in a slick trailer. Man, I hate those. Some music, a fancy logo. You don't learn anything about the game. How do you know if you're supposed to be excited? A teaser is a lot easier to make. We can string together isolated clips of functional elements and concept art. We still need to ask a team to crunch some environment and lighting, but it's doable. Right, there is a reason people announce this way, Phil. I'd do it differently if we could, but we weren't even supposed to be at E3 this year. Wait, holy short, we are going to E3! If we have something to show. Now, Tala, this will move up our timeline on the main title theme. Right, we'll need an atmospheric snazzy build-up and gut-punching finale. All the emotional weight rides on the music. Do it right, or the whole trailer sucks. Got it. We'll take it one step at a time. Yeah, no pressure. If you look at it, the game was always going to succeed or fail based on the tiny choices we make every day. And any one of them could sink the entire venture, and we might not even notice until after building months of changes onto it. You're right. Writing a little song seems so much easier. All I need to do is pull a catchy, memorable, original melodic ideas out of thin air. Oh, and mix it well enough so that it sounds good to the 20-foot stage speakers. Great! I love being an RC freeloaders. Alright, so I hope you guys kinda see what this game is all about. This sort of conversation actually happens, I can confirm it. As a former game producer myself. I don't want to spoil the game too much because, again, all of this conversation is going to dry my throat, and in fact my throat is already hurting right now. So, if you want to try this game yourself, see if you are like a good producers or a bad producers, you can go to the description down below, and there is a link to the Steam page where perhaps you can play the game, wishlist it, and also get the game once it's out. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos of indie games like this. And with that, I think I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.